What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be the first of hopefully many product reviews, install, DIY type videos. We're about to get out and do kind of a full breakdown of this product. This is the Midnight Forest 8-gallon water tank. I will say this multiple times in this video. I got a lot of questions on Instagram. I got a lot of people DMing me, asking me, oh, what was that water tank on the side of your truck in the last video? Or was it fuel, or well, whatever it was. So in this video, I'm going to get down into the granularities of how to operate it, how it mounts to the truck, how it pairs with the Rain Flare hand pressure washer gun, and then just overall feedback on the product itself. And then at the very end, if you stick around, I'll give you a breakdown of the stats behind the actual product itself. So let's get out there and do it. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a product review and kind of analysis of the product I've been getting a lot of questions about on Instagram, as it was a more recent addition to the truck. I'm going to flip the camera around here in a second to give you guys a better idea of what I'm talking about, but today's video is going to be about the Midnight Rainforest 8-gallon water tank. Let's get into it. All right, so what you're gonna have in the Rain Flare box is going to be one handle, trigger, and actuator for the pressure washer, one gravity flown nozzle just for general showers and cleaning and things of that sort, a battery for the handle itself. Make sure that's charged before you go out. You don't want to be stuck somewhere where you don't have power to that. A nozzle for any type of different spray patterns for the actual sprayer itself. This is going to be the attachment that the nozzle attaches to on the actual gun here. I'll do that here in a sec. Actually, might as well just do it right now. So it screws on fairly easy. From what I'm seeing, this little piece here is going to just remain loose. It's mainly there for protection. You could use like a wrench or something to get this on there really tight, but I'm just going to put it finger tight for now and call it good. Make sure that that is all set, and as you can see, we're pretty much ready to go. The last piece is going to be your hose that's going to connect directly to the Midnight Forest 8-gallon tank. It's going to have attachments very similar to what you'll find on a standard pressure washer, and yeah, let's get right into it. Quickly coming back here, wanted to make sure I show you how to attach it to the actual Rain Flare gun here. So again, pull back on the tab and make sure it kind of clicks into place. See there, if it does it all the way, that might be on. Give it one more go. There we go. So now we're in business. The next thing we gotta do is flip the switch on the actual port itself, and then we'll give you guys a look at what this looks like. So you'll see here is the actual nozzle that's going to control or let water out of the tank itself. There are a few additional ports on this water tank that'll let you just pour this out if you are to remove it from the actual vehicle. And then you do have the water access points here on the top. There's two, because if you want to lay it down on its side, fill it up that way, that's typically how I do it off the vehicle. It makes it a little easier to get to that, especially if you're not using a hose. But what you're going to do here, and I'll do it in a sec, I don't know if I want to do it one hand holding the camera here, is you're going to remove those little nozzles there so that you can actually get water pressure flowing through the tank as you're using the sprayer. So let me do that real quick. As you can see here, I've removed both of the air pocket modules here, or nodules. I don't even know how to say that. But this is going to allow air to come in as the rain flare pulls in air and pressurizes the water out the other side. So what I'm going to do here is take my standard connection, pull back on the tab, and kind of lock it into place. And now we should be in business. Make sure you wait for that click and we'll be good to go. I just flipped the switch there on the nodule itself to get the rain flare up and running. You can see I already did a test spray here, and the rain flare is in my hand. Have it set to the 15-degree sprayer, and we are in business. This can be used probably to, wash cars, clean up camp, pretty much anything you really want to get wet, which is awesome. And then when you're done using it, you just make sure to recap these onto the access ports here. That way you don't get any dust or grime in there while you're out on the trail. Overall, I'm really happy with this product. I think there's a lot of Tacoma owners out there who have been looking at water ports or any type of, pressurized water systems. But the way this pairs with the rain flare handle is really nice. And I think it's a product that we will use a lot for a lot of different applications here this summer. I quickly wanted to jump in here and add a few thoughts and immediate feedback that I anticipate people are going to ask about, or just initial thoughts that I personally had prior to using this product itself. So when you're adding this much weight to the bed of the vehicle, it's definitely going to perform a little differently, because you're adding 8 gallons of weight to the back of the Bedrack. And that was actually something I was very curious about, is how it was going to perform. But when I went out in the last video, which I'll link below, we actually were using the Tacoma with the water tank completely full, and it's performed surprisingly well. I think over time I'll give a little bit more feedback on how the mounting universal plate held up, but for the most part I've been very happy with how the truck performs with the additional weight and mounting solution we have in place. Anyway, back to the video. One question that I think a lot of people are going to ask, and so I'm going to throw it in here right now, is how this actually mounts to the Rci Rack that I went over in one of my previous videos. It's a little tricky because I think that this product was actually designed with a Jeep Gladiator in mind. So the Bedrack mounting solution did take a little bit of tweaking, but the guys over at Midnight Forest were able to help me get it set up so that it actually works, and I'm going to kind of demonstrate and show you guys what that actually looks like here in a sec. All of their products do also come with locks, which I think is extremely important, and for me was something that I needed to have as far as security goes, especially for those of us who don't park in a garage. So it's as easy as using one of these small tools. They provide keys for all of them, and then once both of those locks are off, we'll be able to simply slide this directly up and off of those mounts. So here we have the Midnight Forest 8-gallon tank taken off of the Bedrack. You can see here, even as it sits on the tailgate, it is quite big when you compare it to some of the other solutions out there. I'm not here today to do any sort of comparison, but just interesting to see when you set it out on the tailgate, the size difference. As I mentioned, this is kind of how things got mounted up. So as I mentioned earlier, I think initially this product was designed to be mounted onto racks compatible with the Jeep Gladiator. The guys over at Midnight Forest were nice enough to send me their universal mounting plates that mount on the rack directly, and then the actual brackets that the tank slides into. As you can kind of see, it would probably slide in through the top, so it's kind of hanging down. Those got mounted at a specific place that there is not actually a point on the rack that is compatible with the Tacomas at this point in time. But with their universal mounting plate, we were able to make that happen. Another reason why these were necessary, and I'll show a clip here in a sec, is that there are handles at the bottom of the tank that will actually not allow the full clearance of the rack to happen. What I mean by that is the handles will come in contact here with the bedside, and I actually still have to make some adjustments. The way that the water tank sits on the rack wouldn't technically allow for the canopy camper to open up all the way. So there's a lot of tweaking that needs to go into this when you're initially looking to mount this to your bedside, but I think every Bedrack application is also going to vary. As you can see here, this is what I meant by the handles coming into contact with the bedside here. So there's a very small amount of play or wiggle space between the tank itself and the bedside, as well as space up top for the canopy camper to open. Maybe in the future for the 8-gallon version, Midnight Forest will opt to remove the handles on the bottom, because personally I use this handle right here as well as another one on the other side to kind of get it into place as needed. Not so much these handles on the bottom. There we have it, you guys. That is the Midnight Forest 8-gallon tank, in this video compatible with the 3rd generation Tacoma with a low or regular height bed rack. Full disclosure, the guys at Midnight Forest did reach out to me and send me this product, but I am not sponsored by them. I just wanted to add something that I felt was going to make sense with the build. I think in my walk around video, I say how we switched from the fuel roto packs to the storage containers. So this is actually something very similar where, you know, I thought, okay, well, that's something that we don't have. I never necessarily was like, oh, I need that, but definitely interested to see how it is going to apply to our camping trips, our summer, and ultimately, hopefully, sorry, there might be a little bit of wind happening here. Yeah, I'm really excited about the product. I'm really thankful for the guys over at Midnight Forest for sending this out to me to test and review and give you all some feedback on. I know, like I said at the very beginning, Instagram has been asking a lot about what it is, how does it work, when are you going to make a video about it. So this is that video, and I'm glad I'm finally getting around to it. One other thing, unprompted, but I realized I was wearing this same shirt in my last video where we went out to the Rci Flat Trail. This shirt is from Wild Cane Supply. They are an awesome little shop going up and down the coast doing pop-ups. So if you're interested in this shirt, check them out. They got lots of cool hats, handmade leather wallets, bags. I think there's some hats, and I think the owner over there just did a small run of camping knives. So not something he asked for, the guys over there, but definitely something I wanted to incorporate and kind of spread the good word, because they are based out of Ventura, which is just about 30 minutes south of here. So if you haven't already, check them out. So that about wraps it up on the Midnight Forest 8-gallon tank review, along with the rain flare water nozzle gun as well. Hope you all enjoyed this. I know This is something I want to do. I like doing product reviews, and hopefully I'll be doing more of them in the future. If you feel that there's anything on the truck that you would like to get a video review or breakdown of, drop a comment. Give this video a like, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to try to continue to provide videos on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. We got a lot of things coming up here in the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to do my best to stay on it. But as always, talk to you guys soon. There you have it, you guys. Thank you for sticking around and watching the video. Again, at the very beginning, I said I'd wait here till the end to give you guys kind of a breakdown of what the stats are on the Rain Flare pistol pressure washer, along with the capabilities of the tank. So using a fully charged battery, you're able to empty the 8-gallon tank 2.8 times. The pressure, which I think a lot of people are most concerned or not concerned, interested in, is how strong is it. So it's 400 PSI. It's not going to be as strong as some of the pressure washers you find at a car wash, which are probably more around the 1200 PSI range. I will do a follow-up video on if I can successfully wash either the Tacoma or Jordan, my fiance's RAV4 with a single battery and a full 8-gallon tank. So stick around for that video, or if you have any other questions about this product, let me know. And as always, we'll see you next time.